India starts to flex its muscles in the global semiconductor market?
The government is keen on chips. It wants to insert India into the global chip supply chain.
Semiconductor fab का approval किया.
AMD will invest approximately $400 million in India.
Taiwan is and will be your most trusted and reliable partner.
One Earth, one family, one future. भारत को सेमीकंडक्टर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग हब बनाने के पीछे भी हमारी यही भावना है.
Welcome to today's video, where we'll be diving deep into the hardware industry in India, a sector with immense potential but facing unique challenges. In this video, you will get a sense of the consumer electronics space in India, the opportunities available, and what steps you could potentially take to break in. The Indian government has ambitious plans, Make in India, PLI schemes, and a push for semiconductor manufacturing, all paint a picture of a thriving ecosystem. But is the reality matching the rhetoric? Let's break down the hardware journey, from idea to finished product. Chip fabrication, component sourcing, PCB design and printing, assembly, testing, firmware development, and casing design. Each step presents its own set of hurdles. Here's the harsh reality: India's supply chain is fragmented. We lack chip fabrication facilities, relying heavily on imports, particularly from China. This dependence creates vulnerabilities and limits our ability to truly make in India. My dad has worked in the IT industry for the last 30 years in software and hardware distribution, and I have some sense of how this industry works. Listen to me carefully if you are thinking of bootstrapping a hardware business in India. Let's be honest, it's tough, especially when it comes to manufacturing costs and competition. But there are ways to make it work. So buckle up and let's break down some key points. First things first, distribution. Focus on building a killer sales and marketing team. Why? To sell white labeled products from China. This will generate the cash flow you need to fund research and development for your own product down the line. Now let's talk about manufacturing in India. It's expensive and time consuming because we just don't have that established chip fabrication industry yet. Remember the downfall of phone companies like Micromax? There's a similar story here. They, like Nokia, failed to keep up with the competition by neglecting research and development. The phone market is brutal. It requires constant innovation to stay ahead. Another thing that hurt them, they didn't focus on building in India. They relied on imported components from China. Big mistake. Meanwhile, Chinese companies like Xiaomi and Oppo were all over the changing customer needs, and that's how they took over the market. Let's shift gears and talk about the hardware and semiconductor landscape in India. The biggest hurdle? We have very few chip fabrication plants, so most components are imported from China. Here's a breakdown of our hardware manufacturing situation. Chip fabrication is almost non-existent. Components are mostly imported or sourced locally depending on what's available, affordable, and how fast we need it. For PCB design, we've got a good number of PCB designers, both small and big companies. PCB printing. We rely on China for this one because their quality, speed, and willingness to handle small orders are unbeatable. Then there is assembly and testing. We have companies that do this, but again, small orders are a challenge. And finally, there's casing. Same story with casing. Small order volumes make it difficult for most Indian companies. An interesting point, there are companies that specialize in different stages of the product development process, ideation or production. Original design manufacturers, or ODMs for short, can handle everything except chip design and fabrication. Now let's talk about hardware companies in India. Most of them are service-based businesses. They focus on specific stages of ideation or production, excluding chip fabrication for other companies. There are very few Indian companies that design and manufacture hardware products at scale for either consumers or other businesses. And get this, we practically don't have any primary device makers like phone, laptop or TV companies that can build an ecosystem like Apple. Finally, let's talk about the skills needed in the Indian hardware industry. There's a bit of a gap between what recent engineering graduates learn and what's actually needed in the workforce. Most don't have the hands-on experience for ideation or production. So if you are looking to get into hardware development, focus on mastering these three essential skill sets: PCB design, embedded programming, and assembly, soldering. Bootstrapping a hardware business in India has its challenges, but it's definitely not impossible. By strategically focusing on distribution first with white labeled products, you can build the war chest you need to develop your own products. Understanding the limitations in domestic manufacturing and the skill gap will also help you plan for the long term. So if you're passionate about hardware, don't be discouraged. Get out there and make it happen. We have a skilled workforce in chip design, PCB design, and other areas. Companies like HCL are investing in R&D, and collaborations with Tata Electronics and Wistron are creating opportunities. Chinese brands understood the Indian market and offered better products at competitive prices. Indian companies need to learn from this and focus on building strong brands, distribution networks, and after-sales service. The key takeaway: India has the potential to become a hardware powerhouse, but it requires a concerted effort from the government, industry, and academia. We need to invest in infrastructure, bridge the skill gap, and foster a culture of innovation. The hardware industry in India is experiencing a transformative shift marked by rapid growth and increasing global influence. Historically known more for its software prowess, India is now making significant strides in the hardware sector, spurred by progressive government policies, burgeoning local manufacturing capabilities, and a surge in both domestic and international investment. Currently, India's IT hardware market is valued at over $15 billion and is projected to grow to more than $25 billion within the next 5 years. This growth is fueled by an increase in demand for consumer electronics, a burgeoning middle class, and enhanced digital infrastructure. Major growth drivers include semiconductors, data centers, and mobile manufacturing, each poised to redefine the contours of India's technological landscape. Central to the surge in hardware manufacturing are initiatives like the Production Linked Incentive (PLI) scheme, which incentivizes companies to increase local production. Other notable measures include tariff restructuring, special economic zones, and streamlined approval processes, all designed to create a favorable environment for electronics manufacturers. Giants like Samsung, Xiaomi, and Apple are expanding their manufacturing bases in India, drawn by favorable policies and a skilled workforce. These companies are not only assembling but also starting to manufacture components locally, reducing import dependency and strengthening India's position in the global supply chain. Let's talk about a homegrown brand making waves, Boat. But before we set sail with Boat, let's get our bearings on the broader landscape. Boat's journey began in 2016 with a simple mission: to offer stylish and affordable audio products to the Indian youth. Boat's strategy is a masterclass in understanding the Indian consumer. First is affordability. Boat products are priced competitively, making them accessible to a wider audience. This affordability factor has been key to their success in a price-sensitive market like India. Second is trendy designs. Both products are known for their modern and stylish designs, appealing to the fashion-conscious youth. They've tapped into the pulse of the market, offering a wide range of colors and styles to suit diverse preferences. Third is celebrity endorsements. Boat has leveraged the power of celebrity endorsements to build brand awareness and credibility. Fourth is collaborations. Collaborations with popular figures like Hardik Pandya and Kiara Advani have helped them reach a wider audience and established a strong brand image. And finally, there is a digital-first approach. Boat has embraced a digital-first approach, focusing on online sales channels and digital marketing strategies. This has allowed them to reach a wider audience across the country and build a strong online presence. Boat's voyage is a testament to the potential of Indian brands in the consumer electronics space. It demonstrates that with the right strategy, focus on customer needs, and a commitment to innovation, Indian companies can not only survive but thrive in this competitive market. The future of India's consumer electronics and hardware industry is bright. With increasing digitization, rising disposable incomes, and a growing young population, the demand for electronics gadgets is expected to continue its upward trajectory. However, it's important to acknowledge the challenges and work towards building a more robust and self-reliant industry. Reducing import dependence, strengthening the manufacturing ecosystem, and fostering innovation are crucial for India to truly become a global leader in this sector. India's vibrant startup ecosystem is playing a crucial role in the hardware industry's growth. Startups are introducing innovative products and solutions, particularly in areas like semiconductor design and IoT devices. However, they face challenges such as access to capital, market competition, and navigating bureaucratic hurdles. India's hardware industry is at a pivotal juncture with the potential to significantly alter the global electronics manufacturing landscape. With continued innovation, supportive policies, and robust investment, India is on the path to becoming a global tech powerhouse in the hardware domain. In fact, this year I have decided to break into the hardware industry myself and create hardware with AI inside of it. I have so many ideas and I want to share them with you soon. Do you think India can become a leader in the hardware industry? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.